Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, I know we think about LSU, you go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, a dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting, they thought with certain formations, they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They go with a direct snap. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, 3rd and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take off here. Get some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
And now the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's looking deep here. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. Touchdown, LSU. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to pass here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Caught quickly. Makes a nice move there. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Here's a wide-open receiver complete. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to chuck it again. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Boy, great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game, and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. It's an option look. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Did not get a hold of it. Not with the kick mishandled. The ball is loose.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. But I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it deep over the middle. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And on the carry, he's heading left. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal.
Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And they finally grab him. Huge return. Coverage team lucky he didn't score there. But the offense starts with excellent field position. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Checks this down to the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
The pocket breaking down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Got space, looking to score. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense has been clicking so far, but they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He's swarmed by the defense. But the quarterback makes the correct read there, and the result is a big gain.
What I like here, Chris, is the ball handling by this quarterback on the read option. The defender commits down to the back. He does a nice job of being able to see that, pulls it out, and then gets upfield north and south for the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's
all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Direct snap to the back. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This time enough for 1 more play in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Extending. The ball is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can snip it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Catch made over the middle. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this 3rd quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a 4th down. You look at that scoreboard, I'm going to start to wonder, should I go for this?
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a strong stiff arm. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
QB decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackle made after just a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball and man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And they get the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pressure is coming. He stays alive, and he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Ball handed off. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback keeps the football. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on 2nd down now. He's got some room. Can he get there? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. Here's that defense shifting again. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is situational football, and this is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
We go with a direct snap. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try for the two-point conversion using the jumbo formation. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Well, they swing it out to the back, trusting that he could get to the edge and create an angle for the score. And he did just that on the conversion. Nice play.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Oh, and he fumbles. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the right side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the cycle.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Go. Here we go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
running play called on 3rd and short. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.